and then we'll get started with today's session. However, as we are waiting for everyone to join in and settle down, we will use this time to firstly understand how you can interact with me, because that is extremely important and crucial as well, because you may certainly have questions, queries, doubts, and you would want to get clarification on those doubts and question. How can you get clarification, or how can you ask for clarification? That's first thing I should clarify or share information with you. So uh, there is down below two options. If you see, especially if you're joining through a laptop or a desktop, you'll see down below in your Zoom client, there are these two options. One says Q&A, so that is for asking questions. So we'll use that for any question that you may have, so you can ask your question. The second option is chat, which is also adjoining to Q&A. So chat is something that we will be using for our interaction. So during the session, I will also seek your inputs and try to understand what is your thinking. How do you perceive that, or what do you imagine of that particular thing? So I'll also seek your inputs, and for that, we will be using the chat feature. All right. So there are two options available, and we will try to have this session as interactive as possible. So I'll try to uh, keep seeking inputs from you, and then towards the end of the session, we will dedicate some time, and that's where we will answer your questions, or I will answer all your questions. So Q&A for questions and chat for interactions. All right. Now, when it comes to chat, it is not just reserved for interacting with me. You can also interact with other participants who are here by sharing information about your business, what product or services you're offering, uh, where is your business located, and if your contact details, or if you have a website, if you have a digital catalog, you can also share that information with the wonderful audience that is joining us here today. So that is also one opportunity that you have. And this is not like making things. In many of our past sessions, members have been able to find very valuable connections in these webinars. And in fact, in one or two of the sessions, they were even able to crack a business deal during the webinar itself. So that's where use this forum as well to connect and interact with other wonderful business owners who are also joining us here today. So in exactly 2 minutes, we'll get started with this session. Now, I can already see there are certain members who have started sharing information about their business. So wonderful. Everyone should do that. Now, this is where I think I should not be left behind. So I should also uh, join the initiative. And I think because I have suggested that, so it is also my moral responsibility to also participate in this initiative, which is connecting and engaging with other business owners who are joining us here today. So this is where I'm sharing my details with everyone, and we will. You can feel free to connect and interact with me as well. All right. So this is something I thought of sharing with you all before we get started with. Today's webinar, and that's where again the topic is very, very interesting. You'll be learning about Indian Business Portal, how international buyers can connect with you on Indian Business Portal, what are the various options or uh, methods which are available for international buyers to connect with you. And other than that, what are the other areas of opportunities that you have which you should optimize on to grow your export business. So this is where we should begin. So, let me give a quick introduction about myself, and then we will formally get started with today's discussion. So, my name is Adnan. I'm Director SME E-commerce Growth at GlobalLinker. My functional or my focus area at GlobalLinker is digital commerce. In addition to my functional responsibilities at GlobalLinker, I actively work on sharing information with business owners. I don't use terms like teaching or educating. Those that's exactly not what I do. I try my best to share information with business owners on how they can use digital and technology to grow their business. Because in today's day and age, and I I'm sure many of you will also agree with me that in today's day and age, technology is no longer the challenge, right? So there is a lot of technology which is around us, and the challenge is understanding or knowing how to use that technology to our benefit. And that's where I try to do my best. And so far, I think I've conducted, I don't count it regularly, but I think more than 400 sessions I've conducted over the years, and I had been able to, or I had the wonderful opportunity of connecting and interacting with about 12,000 businesses from various countries. So that's a quick introduction. So I can see there is a active flow of chats. That's a very nice thing. So keep doing that. I'm not going to discourage you. But at the same time, there is one small suggestion that I would want to share with you. And that is, if you have a question, it will be better that you add that in the Q&A, because in the chat, you can already see there is so much exchange happening there. So there's a possibility that your chat might get missed out or your question might get missed out. So that's where question goes to Q&A and interaction happens through the chat. All right. So that is something I thought of sharing with everyone. I can see one of the participants have raised their hand. Unfortunately, this is a webinar format, so uh, like the personal interaction is not possible. But to you can add your question in the Q&A and we'll try to answer that. All right. So I will very quickly move the chat to another window so that at a later stage when I am wanting to have interaction with you, I can do that. So let me quickly do that. And it is, yeah. And if you're wondering why am I looking in the side, so I have a monitor in the side and I'm just moving the window there. So that's why I'm looking towards the side. It is not like I'm looking at something else. So all right, so this is where we should get started with today's discussion. Once again, good evening and a warm welcome to all the participants who have joined us here today to learn and understand about this wonderful platform called Indian Business Portal, and also how to grow your business utilizing the various opportunities that are there. So this is where I am going to start sharing my screen, and we will then begin with our discussion. Just give me a quick second to start sharing my screen. Sorry, wrong window. All right. So, and let me also minimize this so that it is not obstructing our view. All right. So this is Indian Business Portal. But before we get into the discussion of Indian Business Portal, and we'll be understanding this in greater details at a later point of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my screen and I'm going to take you to a very small presentation, just two-slide presentation. And I'm doing that on a purpose because when it comes to joining Indian Business Portal, it is a very vast ecosystem which has multiple components. Now, if I'm just sharing the screen and I'm just explaining it to you verbally, many times in past people have found it difficult to understand, right? So that's why a very quick small presentation, just two slides to help you understand what all is there. So what is this ecosystem entirely and what are the components, so that you can have like a bird's eye view or you can have a macro view. You can understand what all components are there. And at a later stage, when we are having this discussion, you all can understand it in a better way. So that's why I thought of starting with this presentation. So let's begin to the next slide. So this is a listing on Indian Business Portal, and you can see I've also added why. So this is your business, right? Now, how are you going to join Indian Business Portal? So for that, you have to create something which is called digital catalog. And what is a digital catalog? How many types of digital catalog are there? We'll be discussing that at a later point or in the subsequent slide. We'll be doing that. So you have to create something called digital catalog, and that digital catalog gets linked with Indian Business Portal. So you're creating a digital catalog and it gets linked with Indian Business Portal. Wonderful. Now you must be thinking, if I was in your place, I will be certainly thinking, right? How will it help? Right? So I've created digital catalog. You asked me to create. I have created that, but how does it help? Right? So let me also demonstrate that to you. So this is where FIO will put in effort, or it is already putting in an effort to bring in international buyers or to reach international buyers. And at the same time, through your digital catalog, you can also put in effort, and international buyers are coming to Indian Business Portal and you are getting business. And at the same time, through your own marketing efforts and promotional efforts, you can also connect with international buyers and bring them to where? Your digital catalog. So that's how you can grow your business, and that's the overall construct. So overall construct, if we are talking about, it has your business, your digital catalog, Indian Business Portal. There's one more component to it, and then that's a very interesting component. That is the business community, that you also become part of it. So you also become part of business community, and business community also has members from various countries. So through your business networking activities, you can also connect with international buyers. So what is happening? It is creating various doorways or pathways for you to connect with international buyers and to grow your business greatly. All right, so far we have seen a bird's eye view, or a view on the overall construct of the solution that we are going to discuss in more detail. So this will help you understand what all are the components and where are the islands of opportunities sitting for you. All right. Now let's understand about this particular term that I shared with you, digital catalog. What is digital catalog? So in a theoretical term, digital catalog is simply a website or a computer file used to provide examples of a personal work or product offering by a business in a digital format. I'm just reading what is written on the slide, but in more simple words, it is a website, but website with few special capabilities. What are those special capabilities? It can showcase information about the product or services that you're offering. In case you're a service provider, then it is services, right? So that is the first capability, that is can showcase product or services. The second capability is it can accept orders or generate leads. So it is not just showcasing, hey, I sell this product. Not just that. In addition to that, it can also generate leads. So if you are interested, it can at least generate a lead. It can, if I'm the seller, it can get me a lead that, hey, this person is interested to buy the product, or it can enable a prospective buyer to buy that product. So that is the second special capability that digital catalog had. The third is almost something that we assume that it should have. That is, it should also be capable of showcasing information about your business. What is your business? What do you deal in? Right? It's company profile sort of a thing. So it should be. So that's where I've written assumed. So that is a digital catalog that can showcase, or a website that can showcase information about your product or services, and also get orders or leads or generate leads for your business. So that is a digital catalog. Now, there are many types of digital catalogs which can be created. And I will be sharing with you or showing you examples as well. But let's understand here. So it is entirely dependent on what you want the digital catalog to do, how you want it to work. Right. So the first one that you can do is you can generate leads from it. So international buyer who is interested to buy products or import products that you're dealing in, it can generate those leads for you. The second thing that it can do is it can also generate orders. So if you want to receive orders from international buyers, right? So international buyers buying for their personal consumption, the e-commerce B2C part of it. So that can also be done, or that is one more type, and it can do both. It can generate leads as well as orders. And the fourth type is for distributor and retailer B2B type of ordering, bulk ordering, I mean to say. So that is the fourth type of digital catalog that you can create, right? So these are the various types of digital catalog that you can create. All right, so this is something that I wanted to share so that conceptually we all are on the same ground and you have a better understanding of the solution. Now, this is where I'm going to switch my screen and very, very quickly we'll go back to Indian Business Portal. Now we can understand. So Indian Business Portal and how you can join and what various components are. So you have a slight sense of it. I'll not say that you have become an expert into that, but you have slight sense of it. What are the various components? All right. So now coming to Indian Business Portal, it is a platform which is jointly created by the Federation of All India Export Organization and GlobalLinker to help Indian exporters grow their business and India can promote its export. So this is sorry. So this is where all Indian exporters are coming together and they are showcasing their products or their offerings on one single platform, and international buyers can very conveniently come on this platform. They can review the product offerings and they can do the business with Indian exporters. So that is Indian Business Portal in very simple explanation. Who has created it? That is also a very popular question that gets asked very often. So All India Federation of Indian Export Organization, FIO, which is an export promotion body. So FIO and GlobalLinker, which is a business networking and digitization enablement platform. Both the organizations have joined hands together to create this offering for Indian exporters. So that was a brief intro about Indian Business Portal. All right. Now, here, when it comes to Indian Business Portal, the first thing which I would want to clarify is around how can you join Indian Business Portal? Because I can imagine that many of you are not part of Indian Business Portal, or this is the first time that you are hearing or understanding about the Indian Business Portal, right? So this is where you would want to understand about what this platform is and how you'd want to join the platform, right? So what this platform is, to little extent we have explained that. We'll be discussing that further as well. Now, very quickly touching upon that point, which is how can you join Indian Business Portal? So in the presentation, I showed to you that you have to create your digital catalog. How can you create your digital catalog? I'll quickly explain that process. So you have to firstly go to Indian Business Portal. For that, you can just type indianbusinessportal.in on any browser. This website will open up. On this website, you'll see on the top itself, there's a option which says sell on Indian Business Portal, register as Indian exporter, right? So here you can see it is registered as Indian exporter. You have to click on it. I'll just do that very quickly. So which will open this page. On this page, you should scroll down and here there's a frequently asked questions section. So in the frequently asked questions section, the first question is how do I link my business with Indian Business Portal? The steps are written here, but more importantly, what I want you to do, or specifically I want you to do, is to click on this button which says tutorial videos. Here you can see blue colored text which says tutorial video. Just click on that and it will open a tutorial video. I'll just quickly take you to the tutorial video. This is the tutorial video which will open up. So this is a very detailed video and we are not going to go through that. You can go through this video at your own convenience. So this is a detailed tutorial video. You should ideally review it once, but in case there's a paucity of time, so in that case, what you can do is you can keep this video open alongside, right? And keep going through the steps, right? So watch the video, do the step, watch the video, do the step. Like that, you can use this video. Now, many participants have interacted with, they are not very comfortable with English, and this video happens to be in English. So to solve that challenge, we have also created a video in Hindi, and the link of that video is provided in the description. So if you go to the description, this is where you'll see the link. I will also share the link of the Hindi video. So you can review the Hindi video from here. So same video available in Hindi language as well. And then we also have a compliance checklist video. So you have created your digital catalog, you have put in a lot of effort into doing that. And then your business is not listed on Indian Business Portal because you have done a mistake. So what are those mistakes which can prevent your business from being showcased on Indian Business Portal, and how can you fix them? all that is captured in this video. So please also review this video once. All right. So this is something that I would want to suggest to you or request you that this is the process that you should follow. And I will be providing links of all these videos as well in the chat. So don't worry on that. You will get all the links. Otherwise, if you go to this video and then you can navigate to YouTube, that's where you will find, or all the relevant videos are also linked in the description. All right. So this was a very common question, which is very frequently asked, like how do we join Indian Business Portal? So I just thought of touching upon onto that. Now coming back to the major agenda or point of today's discussion, which was around how can you grow business, how can you interact with international buyers, right? So you must all be very excited to understand about that. So there are broadly two ways in which international buyers can connect with you. Now, I am imagining, or I'm assuming that all of you have understood that on Indian Business Portal, you have to create your digital catalog, and that digital catalog gets linked, right? Or let me also demonstrate that to you. So, for example, if we are coming here, let's take this product as an example. I'll just open that product in one more tab. So this is where this product is open. And this is the seller's profile. I'm quickly taking you to the seller's profile. And this is where you can see visit store. If I click on it, their digital catalog is opening, their website is opening. This is the digital catalog of this particular exporter, and this is where we can see all their product offerings, etc. So what has happened, this exporter has created this digital catalog, and then this digital catalog got linked with Indian Business Portal. Now, as it is linked with Indian Business Portal, international buyers can come here, they can review the product offering, they can understand about this particular exporter, and they can also visit their digital catalog and do business with them, right? So either they can click here and they can send them a request, or they can contact the supplier, or they can visit their digital catalog and they can even call up on their number. Their contact number is also visible here, so they can even call up on their number, right? So that construct, I'm assuming, is clear to everyone. In case it is not clear, we can also connect over a one-on-one session or a subsequent session at a later date to help you understand about the construct. Or if you're facing any difficulty, I'll share the contact details over our help desk as well. So you can reach out to our help desk and we'll be more than happy to help and guide you. All right. So that was about the construct. Now, coming back to the points of our discussion, that how international buyers will be contacting you. So there are two processes which international buyers have, or two options. Options is a better word. So they have two options which they can use to connect with you. So imagine I am an international buyer, and if I want to connect with you, what are the options that I can use? So I'll firstly explain a more direct one, and then I'll explain the less direct one. The more direct one is you can imagine that I came to Indian Business Portal. I came across your product. Let's take the same example. This particular exporter, I came across that owl product that they have displayed, and then I wanted to understand more. I was looking for brass figurines for my showroom that I have in US. So for that, I was looking for products, and I came across this particular supplier. So I went to their profile, and that's where I saw their collection. It is looking very nice. Now it looks like a very good exporter, and I should do business with them. But at the same time, I will be little cautious as well, because I'm sitting in US and this particular exporter is in India. So I'm not sure whether it is a genuine business or not, right? So that is where I would want to understand more about this particular exporter. And this is where, again, just recapping, this is where I'm explaining the direct approach, or option number one, which international buyers have, right? So this is where they can come and this is where they can review information. So there's a about us section on the profile. So this is where we are looking at the profile of this particular exporter, right? So I can go to the profile as international buyer. I can review, I can read information about this particular exporter. When did they start their business? Which countries they have already exported to? What is the export turnover, etc., etc. So all that information is available to me, and I can review that. Now, in addition to that, if I want to be more sure or more certain of this business, they have also provided their registration come membership certificate, so I can review that as well. And I can also visit their website. So I can visit their website, their digital catalog. I can review all that. And if required, I can connect with them directly here, or I can use the other features which are available. Now, we will go in the order of the how frequently these methods are used. So there are various methods which international buyers use to connect with exporters on Indian business portal. The most common one and the most popular one as well is this one, which is request meeting. Now, request meeting means that they are scheduling an online meeting with you. So how me and you are meeting here today, in the similar fashion, international buyers can also meet with you. They can also have a meeting with you, virtual meeting with you. They can explain their requirements and you can explain about your business and you can take the discussion forward. So that is the most popular one. Now, going to the next slab, or in terms of popularity, to next less popular one is contact seller, which you can see here. So this is where international buyer can click on contact seller and they can send you a contact request. You'll get an email as well as this contact seller request will be there on your seller panel in the contact us message section, so that you can understand that this international buyer is wanting to connect with you. You will get their contact details as well. So it is not like they'll tell you, hey, ABC from United States is wanting to connect with you. James Smith is from United States is wanting to connect with you. Not like that. You will also get their email ID and contact number, because to send this request or even to schedule this meeting, you will see it is asking me to sign up. So unless a international buyer has signed up, they will not be able to contact you. They will not be able to connect with you. All right. So you'll get their contact details as well. Now, the third method, again, going down in the order of popularity, is they can visit your data catalog and the contact details that you have provided here, email or phone number, they can use that as well. Now, as we are discussing about the how international buyers are contacting and especially the direct contact approach, that is where many times people have asked us that okay, these leads or contact messages which are happening, or meeting requests, are these only happening with people who have bought your subscription, or they have subscribed to some paid plan, or anyone and everyone is going to get that? The answer is anyone and everyone will get that. It is international buyers' decision that whom they would want to connect. We are creating a platform, we are creating an ecosystem that can make that happen more conveniently and more easily. So it is convenient for you, it is convenient for international buyer as well, right? So we are creating the platform. We are not creating restrictions or barriers that A gets the lead, the B does not get the lead because they haven't subscribed. Nothing like that happens on Indian Business Portal. Entire visibility, everything is factored in or depends on your performance. All right. So this was a direct approach, or option one, which is there for international buyers when it comes to connecting with you. The option number two is the post buying request, which you are seeing on the top of the screen, and you are also seeing them here on the screen. So post buying request is wherein a international buyer decides that instead of doing this hard work of going and contacting Indian exporters and doing all that research, I can just submit my request that hey, I'm looking to buy this particular product, and then Indian exporters who are dealing in that product can reach out to me and I can review their quotation, and I can then decide with whom I would like to do business with, right? So that is the RFQ, or request for quotation feature, which is here. And using the post buying request, the international buyer can submit their requisition, and those requisitions are displayed here. So if we scroll down below, somehow the page got stuck. Now it has started working, right? So those are displayed here. So many of the requests you can see, they are the old requests which are closed, but new requests are also added quite frequently, every other day, or at least once or twice in a week. New requests keep getting added. So and this is where many people in previous sessions have also asked that why the volume is less. So the principal reason behind that is FIO does a due diligence at their part as well. So the leads come in, and then their team put in an effort to do little bit of due diligence on their part. That is why the volume gets filtered out as well. All right, so that is the lead part. Now, very soon we will be introducing a very advanced feature where the only the participants of Indian Business Portal will be able to submit for or respond to the requisition. So that is where it is high time that we should all, or you should all, join Indian Business Portal so that you can continue to see all these leads and you can also respond to them. There is a detailed demo that I have done some time back. So I'll also share the link of that demo in the chat, wherein I've explained the upcoming feature where you will also get a feature to chat with the international buyer. So that was demonstrated sometime back in one of the webinars. So I will also share the link of that webinar so that you can understand about that feature. All right. So that is about this post buying request feature, which is uh, the option number two for international buyers to connect with you, right? So for a moment, if we go back to our presentation, and if we just go back to the other slide, right? This slide I'm referring to. So here we have understood how you can create your digital catalog. I explained that process wherein you click on register uh, on Indian Business Portal, register as Indian exporter, and then you go to a new page, and then I explain to you the tutorial video. So you can follow the tutorial video and you can create your digital catalog. And then once it is ready, it gets linked with Indian Business Portal. So that is something that we have discussed or understood. Now, how Indian international buyers are coming and how they are interacting with you here, that is something that we have discussed. Your own marketing effort, you can certainly do marketing efforts and you can reach out. So you can do email campaigns or you can run ads on your digital catalog and you can attract international buyers and you can directly do business with them. So that is also possible for you. And then we have the community side of it. So we haven't touched upon even looked at the community aspect. So this is where what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my screen very quickly and we'll go to the a demonstration account. And this is where we'll quickly try to understand about the community side of the offering which is there and which is also a very interesting and a powerful opportunity which is available for you. So this is a demonstration account that you're seeing here. Now, what is the community side of FIO GlobalLinker I'm explaining to you. So this is an account that all of you will also get in addition to the digital catalog and participation on Indian Mills portal. This is also an account that gets created. Now on this account, what can you do? You can connect and network with business owners from 150 countries. So similar to how we network on Facebook and LinkedIn. So on Facebook, we do social networking, or on LinkedIn, we do professional networking. Similar to that, here you can do business networking. Why it is business networking? Because you are connecting and interacting with other business owners. So you'll not find professionals here. It is primarily business owners that you can connect and network with. So that is the community side of it. Now here you'll see in terms of layout, you'll find it very familiar, and this is where you can see many of the business owners have done posts about their offerings. So this is something that you can also do. You can write posts about what you're offering, what product or services that you're offering. But more importantly, as I mentioned, that this is a business networking interface. So you would want to connect and network. There are two options available. So, for example, if you are someone who is into footwear, sorry, I typed wrong. It should be footwear. Right, so I've searched for footwear, and this where we have listing. And if I go to companies, this where there are so many companies that has this term footwear. I can also search by location. These are the popular location. It does not mean that the members are only from these countries. These are the locations where there is a maximum density of these businesses. So you can review them from various countries. You can connect and network with them. This is one approach which is available to you. The second approach is you can go and let it load up. So this is where you can see there's a add connection interface. You can go there and you can click on add connections, and then you can search for businesses from various countries. By default, it will be India. So don't forget to remove India, because India is our country, or the country we joined in. So that's where it comes pre-selected. You can remove that, and then you can start searching and you can find business owners, and then you can connect with them as well, right? So both options are available for you. Now, in addition to doing this, so we have the connection feature where we can go and we can find businesses from various countries, and we can start connecting with them. We can start having interactions with them. In addition to that, what else can you do on this platform? So the post part is something that I've already explained, that that's where you can do a post. You can understand other business so owners who are part of the community about your product or service offering. In addition to that, this is where you can see there's a tab called resources, where we have knowledge, we have groups, we have events and offers. So knowledge is something where we have articles. Now these articles are either contributed by industry experts or by our content team, or sometime business owners like you. So this is where we have a lot of knowledge content which is available, and it can help you stay updated with the various happenings, or not just happenings. It can help you grab a lot of business related knowledge and acumen uh, through these articles. So that is another thing which is available. Now, in addition to just reviewing these articles, if you happen to be an expert on a particular field, you can also write an article, and that can be presented here. And obviously, because when people are reviewing those articles, they will know who has written that article. So that will give additional visibility to yourself and your business as well. So that is the articles part. Then we have groups. So these are interest-based groups which are available on the platform. It is still loading, I think, or did I not click on it? Yeah, it was still loading. So these are interspace groups which you can see here, and you can join those groups, and then you can have interaction with the participants of these groups. So that is the groups feature. Then we have the events feature. So this is also a very useful feature, wherein you can see the various events or webinars or training workshops which are happening on the platform, and you can also participate on in them and gain some knowledge, some insight, or learn something from them. In addition to that, we have offers. So offers is where we have partnered with various service providers, and these service providers are offering their services to GlobalLinker members as at exclusive prices. So this is where you can also save on the various services which are typically required to operate your business. And these they are spread across a very wide spectrum, from domain buying to tally to your logo designing, or your business stationery design. So there is a very vast spectrum of services which is available here. Even the legal or accounting services, all that is available here. Again, at a special price to you. So that was the community side of GlobalLinker that I thought of sharing with you. Now, before we get into the question answer round, there I'll take the next 5 minutes to help you understand that understanding the opportunity is one thing, in which I'm believing you all have understood that what opportunity lies here, but how can you grab this opportunity in a proper way? So that is where we will first start off with the profile part, because the profile is open in front of us, and then we'll go to the digital catalog part of it. All right. So this is the profile, and this is where we can see the business owner's name, and this is the company's details which are visible here. This is certainly a demonstration account, so that's why it does not have all that information. But in your case, if you're not adding all this information, if you also have this profile, if you also have your business profile like this, then you are missing out on the business networking opportunity which is there. It is not like you yourself is not making an effort. You are extremely busy. You can't find time to go and network, but other businesses are looking out for your kind of services. In that case, if your profile is incomplete, they may think that it does not look like a genuine business, and they may just decide not to connect with you, right? So it is extremely important that you should complete your profile. So your business logo, details about this, where you can see I've added a banner, logo is not there, and the products from your digital catalog, all those are appearing here. Then you can also add the details, when did you started your business. You can verify your business, and then you can also add license certificates, awards, and recognition. So all that can be added. That will make your profile richer, and the richer the profile, the chances of getting connection request or generating networking request are higher. Right? So that is the first suggestion I'd want to share, that please complete your profile, not only your company profile, but your personal profile as well. So complete both of them. Now coming to digital catalog. So digital catalog, if it is not complete, you will again not be able to utilize it in the proper way. So this is the control panel of the digital catalog. Now the most important aspects is your product catalog or the services that you're showcasing there, right? So this is where we have the entire product section. So ensure that it has proper title, proper description, and these days we have AI tools, so you can easily generate all that content from search engine optimization perspective. Your meta title and keyword, all that should be updated so that it is a proper product and it is a presentable product as well. So product should be optimized. You should add all the information properly. After that, the next section is about your export. If you recall, when we were looking at the profile of that exporter, that brass figurine exporter manufacturer, so there was a about section. That section is also very crucial, because if it is not properly added, then the international buyer who's looking at your profile may not be able to understand your business or have that level of clarity about your business. So that is where, again, this is where you have about your export. How do you access that? So in the left navigation, you have store settings, store details, about your export, and this is where you have the entire form, right? So whether you're a FIO member, your IC code, legal entity type, your establishment, what type of business operations you are into, export turnover, your countries you have exported to, countries you would like to export to, advantages, innovation, and type of proposals you are interested in. So not a rocket science, it is all which is available to you. You know that very easily. So this is another thing that you should update on if you want to optimize or get the maximum benefit from this opportunity. All right, so that is another thing. The last thing that I would want to share or stress upon is the beautification or the presentability of your digital catalog. Because understand, if I'm coming here as international buyer, I'm looking at the profile and I click on visit store, and certainly they do that. So it is not like they'll come here, only read this, and then they'll start contacting you. They'll do their bit to understand about your business in a very thorough way. And when they are doing that, they will certainly be going to your digital catalog. Now, had it been a digital catalog with few product listing and entirely blank thing, they may not proceed ahead, because they'll think it looks like does not look like a genuine business, right? So they may get that sort of a feeling. So that is where having a digital catalog and having a presentable one is equally important, because at the end of the day, you want to present yourself as a professional business. So that's where a go to theme section, apply a proper theme, upload the banners, and I'm not expecting that it has to be the world's most beautiful website, but a presentable one. So that is something you should also focus on, because on the internet or in the digital realm, there are two challenges, or there are two broad categories of challenges that we are trying to solve for. One is called discoverability challenge. So discoverability challenge is basically your business getting discovered by a potential customer. Now that challenge to a great extent is solved by Indian Business Portal, right? So the matchmaking is happening. So to some extent, it is solved. Now, the second challenge is called credibility challenge. And this is where I have found you. But how do I know that you are a genuine business? How can I trust on you? That is the credibility challenge. And all this information helps solve that credibility challenge. There's a license and certificate option here also. You should add license and certificate so that they can be displayed on the Indian Business Portal, and you can increase your credibility quotient. All right, so these were few suggestions I thought of sharing with you. Now this is where I'm going to switch off the screen share, and we'll quickly break into the question answer round. So I can already see there are a number of questions which are there. So we'll try to answer them. And before we get into the question answer round, or as I'm opening the tab, let me quickly share the resources with you. So I promise to you that I will be sharing the links of all the webinars or the training material, and the recording of the demo that we did. So just give me a quick second to take out that, and I will add that in the chat. So sorry, somehow it did not got copied. All right, so coming back, so let me share my contact details once again. And I am now sharing the links here. All right. So links of all the tutorial videos. So if you look at the chat right now, I have added 4 links there, and you can copy that. So this is where the first video is the video that I explained step-by-step guide. Then we have the same video in Hindi. That's the second link. The third is the compliance checklist link, and the fourth one is the RFQ process. So this is the link of a previous webinar where we demonstrated the RFQ process. All right, so I've shared the links. Now, many times people ask, and this happens to be a very popular question, can we get the recording of the session? Yes, certainly we will be emailing the recording of this session to you. So the email ID that you have used to join today's session, you'll get a recording on that email ID. All right, so I will now open the Q&A tab, and we will start discussing your questions. Uh, the first question is from Kiran, and wants to understand about the charges. So, uh, listing on Indian Business Portal or showcasing product on Indian Business Portal is absolutely free as of now. So this is high time. You should join and start listing the product. There is absolutely no fee. The e-store is also free as a DIY, do it yourself solution. However, we do come across a requirement, or it was a popular requirement that many business owners wanted someone to create that digital catalog for them, because everyone is not an expert, and I am also not saying that it is impossible to do. In fact, the example that I showed to you, that exporter, they have created it themselves, and it is a very nicely done digital catalog. So you can certainly do that, but if you want professionals to do it for you, so that service is also available. It is a paid service, and if required, I can share a link with you where you can submit a request, and our team of professionals will connect with you. All right. So that was the first question. And let me also share the link before I forget. So give me a quick second to do that. I will be adding the link in the chat. right? So in the chat right now, I have added a link where you can go and you can submit your request. And this is for getting the digital card lock created by professionals. So it is a paid service which is available and you can submit your request from there. So that was the first question. And we'll move quickly because there is a very long list of questions. So uh, we'll just move very quickly. The second question. The second question was quite long, so I was just reading that. So this is Divya, apologies if I'm pronouncing your name wrongly. So, what I'll request is if you can drop me an email. I've shared my email ID in the chat. I will do that once again. Give me a quick second. So, I'm sharing my email ID in the chat. If you can drop me an email, so I can get your issue resolved. So, I've just added my email ID in the chat. Please drop me an email. And this is again something that I'm sharing with everyone. If you're facing any technical difficulty, you can feel free to connect with me, or I am also going to share the help desk email ID. It is info@linker.store. So I've also added the email ID in the chat. So please do feel free to either connect with our help desk team or you can reach out to me. I will have someone from our team connect and resolve your issues. The next question I can read is from Mr. Vikram, and it is a very interesting question. He wants to understand what is the difference between GlobalLinker and other directory listing platforms. I'll not take the name. So the bigger difference is that is a directory listing platform, and that is providing a specific solution that is leads and inquiries and giving you visibility on the internet. Whereas GlobalLinker is an ecosystem, so it is not just uh, giving you visibility; it is helping you grow your business digitally. It has various components, and you have seen a glimpse of those various components coming together, whether it is the business networking aspects of it or digitization enablement aspects of it or creating these discovery solutions for you. So it is a overall solution that helps a business grow itself or grow themselves digitally. Or if I have to explain this with a analogy, so we have all heard of fish and fishing rod. Example, I'm just going to repeat that. So if a person is hungry, you can either hand that person a fish or you can give him a fishing rod. So Global Linker is a fishing rod, whereas the other platform gives you fish. So that's the bigger difference. The next question is from Mr. Bimal. So Bimalji, uh, there are suppliers or participants in this category already on the platform, and this is where I think there lies an opportunity. You should, yeah, I agree with you. In kitchen appliances category, there are not many operators, so that is where there's an island of opportunities, or there's a great opportunity for you as well. So this is where I would suggest that you should join Indian Business Portal as soon as possible. I just saw a comment in the chat that the screen was not visible. Because I don't have visibility on the Q&A during the session, so I couldn't see that. Next question I can read is from Kiran Kaur. So, Kiran, if I'm understanding the scenario correctly, so your business is a member of FIO, right? Now, when you try to sign up there on Indian Business Portal, that is where you are facing some difficulty, if my understanding is correct. So the solution is you can drop an email on info@fio.globalinker. So I'm typing that to you as well. info@fioglobalinker.com. Uh, I'm sharing that over the chat. So send an email, and you can also drop an email, or you can mark me in the CC, and we will have our help desk team connect with you and try to understand what specifically is happening. It should not happen, right? So multiple individuals, and this is where I'm not just referring or answering to her. I'm just explaining to everyone that uh, more than one individual from an organization can join the solution. So when uh, you're creating your account, it is not necessary that your CEO or director has to do that. Anyone from the team can do that, and anyone can manage as well. Or you can have multiple team members as part of the offering. You can have multiple team members in the organization. So, for example, for GlobalLinker, if you go right now and see, you'll find everyone who's part of GlobalLinker on GlobalLinker, including myself, and each one of us is doing different roles on GlobalLinker. Similarly, from your side, so for example, if there's a social media or content marketing team, so they can join and they can start doing posts about your offerings or your products, etc. And there can be a support team that can manage the digital catalog, right? So different individuals can certainly join. That is absolutely possible, and many businesses have done that. Specific to her case, we have to deep dive and understand what exactly is happening, and the problem will be solved. Next question from Rachna ji wants to understand about the payment mode. So that is entirely decided by you, how you would want to receive payments from international buyers. This is where on the digital catalog, yes, payment gateways are available. So, for example, PayPal is available, or Indian payment gateways also support international payment acceptance. So they can make payment to you, or you can collect payment from international buyers using the payment gateways as well, in case you are into B2C business. Next question, Drishti Shah. Uh, Subscription fee wants to understand. No, Drishti, no subscription fee is charged at the moment, and it is a freemium platform. So, in case you're confusing with the freemium, so freemium means the basic solution is available free to use and forever. Then there are premium features for that. So, for example, there's a feature called auto currency switcher, so which is typically used by businesses that are into international B2C or international e-commerce, and they want to showcase their products in various currencies. And for that, auto currency switcher is used, and that is a premium feature. So if they want to use that feature, they'll have to upgrade their plan. So, but DIY as a solution, it is available absolutely free of cost for you to use. Next question is from Mr. Sanket. So with respect to the payment question that you have asked. So this is where, firstly, as I clarified earlier as well, this is where we are creating a solution, but the payment terms, etc., are between you and the international buyers. However, if you need any assistance with respect to due diligence, or if you need any assistance with ensuring that your payment, your business is secured, So for that, you can reach out to FIO officials. I'll share the email ID with you, and they will be able to guide you. So it is ibp@fio.org. So I'm sharing the email ID on the chat, so you can drop an email, and they'll be able to guide you that with respect to securing your payment, what steps you can undertake. Next question from Mr. Seth, how to find and connect international buyers. So I think I've explained that towards the end of the session where we were discussing about the business community side. So that is something that you can do there. On Indian Business Portal, it works other way around. So international buyers are finding you. So that is where you have to make yourself that you are discoverable, or you have to get yourself discovered. So that is happening on Indian Business Portal on the business community side, which is the FIO GlobalLinker side. That is where you can certainly connect and network with international buyers or international businesses. Next question from Narendra Sharma ji. So Narendra ji, I am going to provide you a link. I'm just adding that in the chat. So you can drop a request, or we have to fill up a form, and then one of our onboarding specialists will connect with you. They will understand your requirement, and they'll provide the commercials to you as well. I've just chatted the link to you. So Rachna ji has asked the question again, payment before exporting, after exporting, that is a term which is agreed between you and the international buyer. So that is something that you can discuss and agree with them. Next question is from another participant, and wants to understand about GL Bazaar. So GL Bazaar is another discovery platform which we are working on, and it will be uh, inaugurated or made live soon. So you can enable it from your platform. At the moment, it is in a beta testing stage, so only certain businesses are exported or are made part of the beta launch, and that's where the beta launch and beta testing is happening. Once uh, greater rollout happens, that's where we'll be sharing information with all the participants of GlobalLinker. Next question from Bidutji wants to understand about the promotion of Indian Business Portal. So, Indian Business Portal is promoted by FIO or the government machinery internationally through various trade commissions and embassies. In addition to that, there are digital promotion initiatives which are also underway to promote the platform to international buyers. I think the second question is also around the same topic. Next question is Shamrendra Kumarji, and wants to understand, is it necessary to register oneself with FIO or any other associations or APEDA's registration suffices? So in fact, having a IEC is the only requirement. As long as you have an IEC, you can showcase your business on Indian Business Portal. It is not even necessary that you have registration with any association. As long as you are an Indian business and you have an IEC, you can start showcasing your products or services on Indian Business Portal. So that was the response. It is not mandatory at all. Next question from Ravi ji wants to understand, can I link my store to GlobalLinker? So if it is created on Indian Business Portal through the process that I explained, yes, certainly it can. But if you have created your website on any other platform, let's say WordPress, in that case, you will have to create it on the platform that I showed to you. It is called linker.store. Have to create your digital catalog on that, and only the websites which are created on the platform, they are linked with Indian Business Portal. Next question is around paid ads on GlobalLinker. So no, we don't follow that practice of providing paid ad sort of options to our members. You can promote your business, so you have to ensure that your product or your website has all the relevant information, and then you can start reaching out. So you can start connecting and networking with other business owners, and you can also start doing the digital promotion activities, and that will help you grow your business or connect with international buyers. Next question I can read is from N. Sarkar. Now, he has a very interesting question. Now, if I go on talking with that question, it will require another webinar altogether. So, in a very precise and concise way. The suggestion, and this is not just for startups, any business, especially if you're getting into the digital realm, if you want to grow your business digitally, get your basics right, so get your fundamentals right. Where a lot of businesses go wrong is that they start advertising, they start reaching out to customers, they go on to that, but their basics are not correct, right? So their digital catalog, the content that you're using on your digital catalog, the imagery with the visuals, the credibility quotient, that, as I say, that you have created a website, people are coming to it, but they're feeling like obviously everyone is has that trust issues these days on the internet. So how can you make them comfortable? Because at the end of the day, everyone can't spend top dollars and run ads with celebrities to build that confidence. Obviously, you have to build the confidence yourself, and how can you do that? So work on those basics, work on solving that challenge of discoverability and credibility. And before you go on to solve the discoverability challenge, solve the credibility challenge, so that your basics are correct. And when you are going out, growing a business, that is where you get better conversion. And the second suggestion that I would want to give, and which a lot of businesses, especially in the digital world, overlook, is track everything. And thankfully, on the digital, in the digital and technology uh, world or realm, everything is trackable, right? So you can track how people are coming, from where they are coming, how much time they're spending, which buttons on your websites are getting the maximum click. All that is possible, and these tools are available absolutely free. So use all that and do that. So not having the tools is one thing, and using them is another thing. Also use them so that you understand that your funnel is getting optimized, right? We these days hear this term a lot, like funnel optimization. But this is basically through the door, these many people are entering, and how many are uh, placing their order on the ticket counter. That is what you are essentially tracking, right? So entry to conversion. How do you optimize that? And then you have tools to optimize that. So one is get your basics correct, spot on, and second is track everything. That should help you head in the right direction. Next question, anonymous attendee, how to target a particular country from GlobalLinker? You can do that. So one is when you're looking for business connections, that is where you can search by specific country. So you are, for example, looking for businesses from Philippines or Vietnam, can do that, or USA or UAE for that matter. You can do that very easily. Uh, and internationally, if you're running your digital ads, etc., that is where again you can run them geographically. So you can run them on a very specific location as well. Next question is from Amit Patil. So I'll not be reading his question. I'll just provide a response. So Amiji, yes, certainly you can list multiple categories product, and we also have exporters like you and who are dealing in multiple categories. So you can certainly do that. That is not a problem. Uh, Next question is from Mr. Gaurav. So, Gauravji, this is where I would request if you can drop an email on ibp@fio.org. I'm also typing that in the chat. So, you can share your case with one of the FIO officials by dropping an email on ibp@fio.org. And the FIO officials will connect with you and they'll guide you how to overcome this challenge. Next question, anonymous attendee. So again, I'm not going to read the question, but the response is that as long as your website is created on the FIO GlobalLinker platform, yes, it can be linked with Indian Business Portal. If you have created it using any other platform, then it cannot be linked. So that is not possible. Next question, anonymous attendee. So it is they have already created their digital catalog and wants to understand what are the next steps they should do. So I will very quickly share my screen once again just to guide the participants on what are the next steps. So just give me a quick second. Yeah, then let me just hide this one and also the chat, so that it is not obstructing your view. So this is the control panel which we have seen earlier. Now, once you have completed your digital catalog setup and you're ready, now my digital catalog, my website is absolutely ready for being displayed to the world. So that is where what you have to do is the home section. So when you open the seller panel, this is the default page which loads up. So just scroll down on this page and you'll see there is a section which says link your store with Indian Business Portal. Click on send request. And if you have already done the IC verification, it will be appearing like this verified. Otherwise, you can input your IC number and then you can agree and you can submit the request. But my personal suggestion would be please review this video before you submit the request, because in this video we have highlighted the mistakes which can prevent your business from being showcased on Indian Business Portal. It will save you a lot of time, because if there is some mistake, some issue with your digital catalog, the operations team will send it back. Then you'll have to review and send the request again. You'll end up wasting a week, 10 days unnecessarily. So just review the video, understand the process, and when you're certain that there is absolutely no mistake, no issue with your digital catalog, submit the request and it will be reviewed by the operations team within 3 to 5 working days. Ideally, even the next day it happens. So within 3 to 5 working days, your digital catalog will get linked with Indian Business Portal and the products will start appearing. So that was a question I was answering. It was from anonymous attendee. So it is done. Next question. A participant wants to understand how much traffic is there from international buyers. Now, this is something which I would not want to answer that, because this is not the right question. Why so? Because we all have heard of this story in our business schools about this shoe business. which sends its representative so to some country, and the representative reaches there and sees that no one is wearing shoes and comes back and says that there's no business opportunity there. And then another company sends their business executive, and that person goes to the same country and sees no one is wearing shoes, and then comes back and uh, reports that there's a huge business opportunity because no one is wearing the shoes. So it is a matter of perspective. So it is a business opportunity, and there are already businesses that have benefited from it. If you want, you can go to Indian Business Portal. In the bottom or in the footer of that section, we have added something called resources. You can go there and you can review the success stories as well. There's a video around success stories, so you can review that as well. Next question is from Rachna ji. So yes, certainly you can have both the businesses on the same portal. Next question from VC. RCMC is not mandatory. The only one thing is mandatory, that is IEC. So as long as you're an Indian business and you have an IEC, you can list on Indian Business Portal. Next question from Parasji about digital catalog. So digital catalog is a term which we use for referring to websites. So website as a term has a little narrow quotation, connotation or understanding. And the e-commerce website has a very B2C. So the understanding is very skewed towards B2C. So whenever I say e-commerce, everyone understands it is related to B2C, like online shopping sort of a thing. But the solution is the same. It can be used by businesses too for B2B as well. And this is where I think I should show a few examples. So again, I'm going to start sharing my screen very quickly. This is a seller panel, and sorry, we have so many tabs here. So this is an example of a digital catalog that you're seeing. It is an exporter. They are exporter of fire protection equipment, or where the clothing or fire protection equipments which are required in hazardous industries like welding, etc. So this is their digital catalog. And as I mentioned earlier, so it has the information about that particular business and also about the product or service offering. And in addition to showcasing their product offering, international buyer can send them a lead or generate inquiry, right? So this is an example of digital catalogs. Now, this is more from the B2B side. This is another example from the B2B side. This is another example from the B2B side. Now, this is an example from the B2C side, which is where retail customers or a international buyer who wants to buy for their personal consumption, they can come and they can buy the product, right? And there is a third example that I wanted to show. I think I accidentally closed that. So this is an example, again, an exporter, wherein they are trying to achieve both through the same portal. So add to cart. So a retail customer like me and you, we can go and we can place an order, and a bulk buyer can come here and they can send them an inquiry. And there is a third version, which is this one. So on the look of it, it looks like a typical e-commerce website where retail customers like me and you, we can go and we can buy their products. Now, in addition to that, there are bulk buyers, which happen to be regular buyers like wholesalers or cafeteria operators who buy premixes for their vending machines, etc. So they can come here, they can request for getting impaneled, and once they are impaneled, they can come here and they can place order for the bulk buying. So that is the fourth type of data kind of that you can create. So all these were a few examples I thought of sharing so that your concept, your understanding is better and clearer. I hope this helps. Next question from Mr. Seth. Connect with the international buyer directly. So the add connection part, which I explained to you, you can use that process. How many countries? So it is connected to with every country internationally. Next question from Mr. Manoji. No, Manoji, it is not a paid platform. I have shared this earlier as well. I'm sharing it once again. It is as a DIY solution, do it yourself solution. It is absolutely free. Uh, Next question is from Mr. Shivam. So, Shivamji, it is like if you have to create the digital catalog, his question is there a extra benefit? Yes, there is, because understand that uh, we all can do. We all are equally capable and we all are knowledgeable and intelligent enough. So we can do that. There is absolutely nothing wrong. But there is a learning process that you have to go through. For example, if it comes to cooking, if I want to cook something, let's say I want to cook shahi paneer, I can do that. There's absolutely nothing wrong or nothing can prevent me from doing that, but I don't know how to do it. So I'll have to learn. I have to go through a learning process and I may be able to do something which is decent enough. But a professional chef, they know how to cook and they will be able to turn it around very quickly, firstly, and it will be of a very nice taste, right? So that is essentially the difference that when someone is availing that professional service for digital catalog setup, one, the turnaround is quicker. The second is it is created considering the industry best practices. So a lot of things which you may not be familiar with, those are implemented. And the third is uh, you don't have to go through that entire learning process. Next question is from anonymous attendee. So uh, they happen to be joining through their mobile device and they don't have access to, they're not able to copy the links which I'm adding in the chat. So don't worry. We will be sending an email to all the participants who have joined us here today. So we will add all these links to the email that we'll be sending to you. I can see Raviji has shared the link of their online store. Yes, Raviji, this can be mapped. However, it has to be reviewed. So I will just copy it and paste it somewhere because otherwise I will lose it. So give me a quick second to just copy paste it somewhere. And like I explained a little while ago, you have to request for listing. So I am hoping that you have also done that. I will get this reviewed and will share our findings with you. Because we have overshot our time and I have to get into another meeting in next 5 minutes. So I'm just quickly going through the questions and anything very critical, I'll try to answer that. You all have my email ID. So if I haven't been able to answer your question, please drop me an email and I'll personally answer your question. I can see there's a question like, is it working like Amazon, Flipkart? No, Amazon and Flipkart are primarily for B2C. This is a discovery platform. It is giving you a visibility. So it helps you get to visibility in front of international customers, international buyers to be precise. Next question I can read is around packaging preferences from Mr. Prakash. So Prakash, the packaging related things are discussed once you have received a lead. When you are showcasing your product or your offering, that is where you are just sharing information about it. Now, how you are going to pack it or how you're going to ship it, that is something that once you have received the lead, you would understand the international buyer's requirement, and that's where you'll be having that discussion, and that is something that you can discuss between yourself and the international buyer. It does not have to be displayed on your product listing. Next question I can read is around Google Merchant Center. Yes, you can link your digital catalog with Google Merchant Center and you can start showcasing your products on Google Shopping as well. That feature is certainly available. So this is where, because we are running out of time, I am just going to answer one last question, and that is around ONDC. It is from Kiranji. Yes, the digital catalog is ONDC enabled. So when you're creating this digital catalog, when you're creating this website, you can showcase on Indian Business Portal, you can showcase on ONDC as well. And many of the businesses that I showed, examples that I showed, they are live on ONDC as well. They are receiving orders from ONDC as well. All right. So this is where we will conclude the session. You all have my email ID, and I'm going to share it once again here very quickly. So if I have not been able to answer your question because of paucity of time, so please do feel free to reach out to me. You can drop me an email, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question or connect with you on a personal level. So this is where I would like to thank you all for taking our time and participating in this session. It has been a wonderful session. And I always say that this is not the end. This is a beginning of a long relationship. So this is where I look forward to connecting with you again in my future sessions or on a personal level. So this is where for now we are going to conclude this session. Once again, thank you everyone for taking our time and participating in this session. Have a wonderful evening ahead and have a